Alright, so we're here with Mr. Lee, Label.info. Why don't you let us know what you've worked on, what you're working on, what you got going on?
Basically, I'm originally from Louisiana. I moved to Houston, Texas in '95. I've done a lot of big Scarface records, Look Me in My Eye, Mary Jane, Sex Faces. Just been doing my thing for years. And I launched the first record with Slim Thug, helped him get on board, and Interscope, Three Kings, a couple other records on his album. Currently just finishing up Paul Wall, coming out April 3rd. Y'all go pick that up. I got 9 cuts on that joint. Reading up on Slim Thug again. We coming with that fire. Get ready to get in the studio with Luda. T.I., what's up, man? I know I'm late. I'm going to get to you. Just trying to do my thing, man. Trying to get in, grind, get in, and make hits, man, and just keep music going, you know what I'm saying? Doing what I love to do.
So you're part of that whole, people would associate you with the Houston sound, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, being that the Houston sound kind of blew up, let's say, within the last 2 years, but you were working with Scarface prior to that.
I mean...
How do you feel about the fact that there was... Scarface was coming out of Texas and there was that whole thing going on, but it wasn't until Swishahouse and Slim Thug and all those guys kind of broke nationally that Houston got a sound. When in reality, you've been working on it for a minute.
I can't agree with it. Just blew up 2 years ago because, you know what I mean, people fail to realize, hey, bro, I've got a platinum record for every year that I was a producer. So, I mean, if that's not blowing up, then I don't know what it is. Scarface is a legend. You know what I mean? From Rap-A-Lot, launched Cash Money, launched Suave House, all the record labels underneath Houston, Texas, all around. I mean, Atlanta. So, you know what I mean? We had a lot to do with what's happening in the South right now. You know, it's like the roots. And, you know what I mean? To say that it blew up 2 years ago, I beg to differ that because we had #1 records, platinum records for the last, I've been producing for 10 years. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, Slim Thug, Lil Flip, Mike Jones, great artists. We love them. You know what I mean? And but you know, the sound came from Scarface, Ghetto Boys, Fifth Ward Boys. You know what I mean? Groups like that, 8 Ball, MJG, Tony Draper. You know, we got to remember that's where it started. So you know what I mean? To say it blew up 2 years ago, I think that we had been blown up and been consistent for over a decade. And now it's re-up time, and there's a new sound that's coming up that actually fed off of the sound that we created and those that created
off the old sound.
Yeah.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, it's just like the Mike Deans, the N.O. Joes. You know, you have E. Poppy that does a lot of stuff. Missy Elliott. It's a lot of talent. That B. Cox has done his thing in Atlanta. It's a melting pot in Houston.
But so that's what I guess that's what my point was, that you had all these guys putting in work years before, huge success. I mean, obviously Scarface.
Yeah.
No doubt about what Scarface has done. But now you'll have rappers who are picking up with chopped and screwed choruses. Like for a minute, that's all you heard coming out of anyone's album was a chopped and screwed chorus. Direct influence from what you guys were doing. So, how do you feel when you're part of that movement? You've been part of that movement for all these years, and then these guys come and you got whatever rapper coming out of whatever, doesn't matter what region, but they got a chopped and screwed chorus on their album.
I love it. I love
standard.
I love it, man, because it let us know that we're doing something that everybody else can appreciate. So, you know what I mean, in return, I love that. I love to hear people, you know, emulate our sound, do things that we do, because that let us know that we setting the standard and they following the standard. So, you know, I mean, it's a good thing. Now, if nobody pays attention to what you do, then,
right,
you know, you kind of have to wonder, are you doing something that's worth to be mentioned, or something that can everybody else can appreciate?